Hey YouTube pipe community. Probably the first video I've done that's been like not in the morning or afternoon. It's 9:19 p.m. Just starting off the weekend. It's Friday night. So have a few pipes tonight. I wanted to do a quick video and do a end of the 10 or last of the 10, or I can't remember what I started calling these. Last of the 10. This is one that isn't talked about a whole lot. That's Rattray's Jocks mixture. I picked this up a few months ago. Stopped in at one of the local shops, Regal's. There's 3 locations in Fort Wayne, but they're all definitely pipe shops and cigar shops. Like your typical tobacco shop. Pipes on the walls and tin tobacco, bulk tobacco, walking humidors, just a few couches here and there, depending on which location you go to. But really nice place. I mean, it's just a classic smoke shop, and I really enjoy hanging out there. And I've been trying to go there more often. Just trying to fit it in my schedule, I guess. Like on a day I don't got a whole lot to do after work. Gonna swing by there on the way home or something. But I stopped in there to hang out and looking at the tobaccos, and they had some tins of Escudo and Club Blend, which are 2 of my favorites. And I was surprised to see they had a lot of Rattray stuff too. And so I think I just grabbed one randomly. I think it happened to be Jocks mixture. But it's a Virginia-based tobacco. So on the tin, it just is a combination of different Virginia tobaccos with Black Cavendish and some Latakia. But what's interesting is when I popped open the tin and I put my nose in there, and I got a lot of the smokiness from Latakia coming through. So I was surprised that it said some Latakia. And even like my first couple smokes from it, I got a lot of Latakia. More Latakia than what this kind of says. And then this is one I just decided to keep in my rotation for a few months. If you smoked it a few times a week or so, till I started getting to the end of the tin. I started smoking it every day on my way home from work. So it did start getting drier because of these tins they're good for probably a month or 2, maybe 3 months. And then the tobacco starts getting kind of dry. So, but once that started happening, I started getting more of the Virginias, which is just weird how a fresh tin, the Latakia came through more, and then as the tin kind of started to dry out, the Virginias came through more. When it should have been, Virginia's the whole time, no matter what, because it says some Latakia. But some tobacco reviews. Yeah, I said a very dark and full-bodied, mild mixture of surprising flavor and very slow burning with exactly the necessary touch of Latakia, supported by a good portion of Cavendish. That's probably where I'm getting kind of like the more the sweetness. Maybe it's from some of the Latakia. I mean Cavendish. What'd I say, Latakia? I meant Cavendish. But Tobacco Reviews has a 2.85 stars. But yeah, it's a Virginia-based Black Cavendish Latakia, Virginia, Kohlhaas and Kopp. And it's a ribbon. Germany. Which I think originally, Rattray's is Scottish. Anyways, it's a decent little mixture. I like it. I do think I kind of wonder how it would be with a few years on it. This might be one I might pick up again, just like one more tin and just put it back in the cellar and forget about it, and open it, in a few years or so. I think this really doesn't have a date. And I'm not really sure how you can date these tins. But anyways, yeah, decent. And for being at a brick and mortar, it was only $19, which is, not terrible. Only a little bit more than what I'd probably pay online. Smoking my Oliphant pipe, Prince Apple shape. Excited to meet Jesse at Muletown again, or hang out with him again at Muletown. This might be his first Muletown show, but I got to hang out with him in Chicago, and he stayed with me. And a couple months ago now, January, he came for an Indiana Pipe Club meeting and stayed with me for a night. So that was definitely fun hanging out with him, and looking forward to hanging out with him again in Tennessee. Maybe even come home with another one of his pipes. I was going to touch on something that's I meant to make a video on it. I think last month. But I mentioned one of my New Year's resolutions was to track my smokes. And I think I've done pretty good so far. There's times where I'll forget. So I just made a spreadsheet on Google Sheets. And just I have, just have the date, what pipe I smoked, what tobacco I smoked, a part for notes if I wanted to have any comments on it, and then a spot for rating, just to see if it fluctuates from every time I smoke that tobacco or whatever, or maybe it's a new tobacco or a sample that someone sent me, and I can kind of rate it. And so, and it's weird because we're only 2 months into the 2024. But it's kind of fun to kind of go back through and see what I smoked, and see what pipes I really smoke a lot. But something interesting I was going I think I might have put in a couple cigars in there too, which I'm not sure if I should have done that, because this is supposed to be just pipes, you know. And I didn't. It'd probably be different if I did track every cigar that I smoked, but I haven't. So for the month of January, I smoked roughly 91 pipes. I think there's a couple cigars in there too, so 91 give or take. Probably a couple. And in February, I smoked 92 pipes, which I don't think I wrote down any cigars. Maybe one. I'm kind of thinking of like what might have, most days I smoke 3 pipes. And then Fridays it's more, a couple more. Saturdays it depends on what I got going on. Sundays it depends on what I got going on. And even during the week, sometimes if I'm not doing much, and I got time to smoke 1 extra pipe before bed, then I got 4 pipes in a day. But January we had Indiana Pipe Club meeting, so I smoked a lot of pipes that day. Which that one I was like, I almost missed them, but I think I got to like 5 or 6 pipes, or like my 4th pipe, and I'm like, I'm not gonna remember what I smoked out of for my spreadsheet. So I would just made a note in my phone, what pipe and what tobacco, and then that would jog my memory on like if I wanted to make a comment or a rating or whatever. And then February we have International Pipe Smoking Day, which, funny enough, I only had about 4 pipes. I think I mentioned that in my last video. So really, that was just a normal day. But I think there were some days where I got to smoke 5, maybe 6 pipes, depending on what was going on. So in total for this year so far, I've smoked 183 pipes. What would you do? Times that by grams of tobacco, roughly 3. My math is probably wrong. I'm not going to tell you what I got as far as pounds, because I don't think I did it right. So yeah, it's just Jocks mixture. It's I think it would age pretty well with it being a Virginia-based blend. But it's weird that the first couple of pipes, the Latakia really came through more, and I don't know if it's because, and then when it got drier, the Virginias were definitely front and center. And it's like the really grassy, citrusy kind of Virginias. So yeah, I am curious on how it would be with a few years. Drinking a new beer tonight that I picked up at the local liquor store. They always have some interesting stuff that sometimes they get. But it's called Blood of the Unicorn. It's a hoppy red ale. Made by Pipeworks Brewing Company in Chicago. But I don't know if you can really see the pretty cool can art. I wish I could draw, because I think it'd be super fun to like design beer cans, and I have a lot of friends that are pretty artistic and can draw really well, and I'm always thinking like, man, you could This stuff could look pretty cool on a beer can, or even probably a tobacco can too, tobacco tin. All right, this is gonna be way too long of a video for what it is. Thanks for watching, and hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm gonna hopefully check in at least one more time this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, with another video. All right. Yeah. Talk to you in the next one.